Hey, you're watching a bunch of hipsters, or a herd of hipsters? A pride of hipsters. Here, actually. You're watching an apathy of hipsters, which is what I would have assumed was making the music we're hearing right now. In reality, this is the psychedelic synth folk album Fire by Sister Irene O'Connor, who is an actual sister, an actual nun, named Irene O'Connor. And you're listening to her invent modern indie music in her 20s from inside a convent in 1967. And speaking of music genres that shouldn't exist, today's episode is about that. Music genres that shouldn't. We kind of tipped the hand there, didn't we? Kidz Bop is many things to many people. To fans, it's top 40 radio without all the weighty themes and excessive maturity. To their parents, a constant reminder that at least one of their children is kind of a dummy. To me, Kidz Bop will always be the perfect name for the sassy henchman conceived by T-Boz and Bebop inside my mind. Baby metal is the answer to another question. What if Japan did Kidz Bop and Kidz Bop did metal and everything was happening inside a Japanese watch as imagined by a racist person? If you're thinking this is all too dark for those kids we saw bopping around the amusement park earlier, don't worry, baby metal has a much different fan base. You know, I could joke that the last time that many pedophiles moved together, Megan's Law had just been passed, but the truth is, America tried to make teen pop idols who rocked, and we got the Jonas Brothers. At least these girls are trying to shred. It's more than we can say for Metallica at this point. Maybe just put some pants on them though, Japan. Electro dance is a form of techno that borrows top rock and b-boy influences from hip-hop and spelling out giant words from early Bobby Brown's solo career. The videos even feature instructional cutaways to the feet of a dancer who is clearly none of those people. But hey, maybe you prefer dance music you can't dance to for no conceivable reason. Well, meet the Speedcore genus of electronic music, which makes the fastest techno music you've ever heard sound like an old horse clopping down a cobblestone road. There are countless permutations from splittercore to extra tone, and they all sound like a fax signal passing through your skull at the speed of light. But at least they have a sense of humor about themselves, with band names like Annoying Ringtone, videos that include Dance Dance Revolution steps, even though the world's best dancer revolutionary couldn't possibly keep up. Oh, no way. Wow, that was disappointing. If you want to hear what Bruno Mars sounds like after being spit through whatever wood chipper makes speedcore electronic music, you may be one of the 4 people wearing a monkey mask in this picture. And I honestly want to hang the f*** out with you. Throat singing is an ancient folk art of the Tuvan people of Siberia. Ondar, widely regarded as the greatest of all time in the throat singing game, destroyed Letterman back in 1999, making as many as 4 different notes come out of his throat at the same time. Sadly, he died this past July, having logged only a fraction of the studio time as the least prolific member of New Kids on the Block. Fortunately, a record exec saw Ondar's genius and got him into the studio for a full-length album. Unfortunately, record exec is short for recording industry executive, which means instead of being an archaeological treasure, that album was called Back to the Future. Seriously. It contains the Siberian sociological equivalent of Rappin' Rodney. But hold on to your butts with both hands because turns out it's awesome. Maybe it's how hard he's feeling this song and everything that it demands he just points at. Or the Tuvan throat flirting he does with these 2 ladies. Or the way this video lingers proudly on the plaque, putting motherfuckers on notice that this is the birthplace of actor Yul Brynner. But this is one of the most charming rap videos of all time.
Oh, you can't even sing.
Ondar spawned an entire genre of ear-bewildering rap by men who have gotten no better at macking on honeys. The Mongolian throat rap video Fish-Symboled Stamp is another great example of throat rappers' inability to put money over bitches or just practice basic motor function in their general vicinity. As the video vixen coolly looks off to the side and dances like she's in the background of a Robert Palmer video, the guy who raps like Cookie Monster lets you know he's the play it cool type by just going completely dead in the eyes. When she waits after the show, Ghostface Cookie Monster lets her know it is totally on by seeing her and freezing. But keep an eye on his partner in the background because he's either about to start weeping or he just came in his pants right there. When it comes to gay rights, mainstream rap has always landed somewhere between WWE wrestling and 1950s Alabama. Of course, the rap game is a hyper-masculine war zone, so who can blame them?
36-year-old boy-headed fag low move. And that'll still be able to break a motherfucking table over the back of a couple of faggots and crack it in half.
Oh, it turns out a moderately intelligent kindergartner with a basic sense of right and wrong could blame them. Also, Boss Hogg from Dukes of Hazzard, well-trained Dalmatian. Adolf Hitler, Caligula's therapist. So it's great to see that there are some places in the world where alternative sexualities are so welcome you can be the booty dancer and the rapper in the same video. Titika is transsexual and also the most popular kuduro performer in all of Angola. So why don't all the gay rappers in America just move there? Well, because homosexuality is actually illegal in Angola.
Cause I'm only giving you things you joke about with your friends inside your living room. The only difference is I got the balls to say it in front of y'all.
Just to compare relative ballsiness here.
Please stand up, please stand up, please stand up.
Eminem is a middle-aged white guy who must have balls because he made millions of dollars openly using slurs his teenage fans are too ashamed to use in public. And Titika cross-dresses on national TV in a country where homosexuality is still punishable with hard labor. A country that, by the way, has a f***ing machete on the national flag. And she doesn't even address the size of her balls? It's official, you guys. Eminem probably has just a huge dick.
Just a big weenie, big weenie.
Roll sound, roll cameras, and action.
Hi, I'm Abe Epperson. I direct some of the videos here on Crack.com. I'm also an actor, some of you didn't know. I was Crazy Raoul in the original Agents of Cracked. I was in some Today's Topics where I, talk to Katie Stoll and we fight about gender and stuff like that. I was a shadow in an After Hours episode. It was actually a mistake. We cut it, but I was Simba in our animated Lion King sketch, or was that a dream? I was in a whole bunch of stuff, okay? You don't need to, all you need to do is subscribe, okay? Just subscribe and stop asking me questions.